Welcome to a tutorial video on Twine 2.6. In this video, I'm going to show an extended example of improving a previous example, keys and doors. So we've now seen how we can use the three sister macros to the link macro, link prepend, link replace, and link append to produce output. Now remember, when we use the link macro, it runs silently. It ignores all output. We can't create output with the link macro. However, its three sister macros we can. We can append, replace, or prepend depending on how we want to set things up. So that means we can return to a previous example of keys and doors that we created using the set macro in working with the if macro, and improve it by using the link replace macro to reduce the overall number of passages and make things slightly more efficient. So let's start with what the original example looked like, and then I'll talk through how I've changed it with our new additional knowledge of working with the three sister macros to the link macro. So in this original example, that as we went through here, we saw investigate and left side and right side, each of which connected to separate passages, pickup key and escape or exit. So let's go ahead and play this just to see what it looked like. So in the original example, as we enter the castle, we investigate, we can go to the right side, we can't do anything until we pick up the key. On left side, pick up the key, return to the left side, go to the right side, go to the exit, and now we're in the exit. So multiple different uses of links and passages, as well as combining these set and if macros. Now we can start to improve this a little bit by working with, again, our knowledge of now the sister macros to the link macro, link prepend, link replace, and link append. In particular, link replace can be incredibly useful in situations like this. So in two different cases within this original story, we had to add an extra passage to do something. We had to move over here, and then we came back up once we picked up the key, and then finally from the right side we went over to the exit. In both cases, that might be a situation where we could use a single use of the link replace macro in both cases to reduce the overall number of passages. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to move over to now the improved version. So the improved version starts the same, moves over to investigate, but now for left side and right side, the link replace macro is used. So move over here to the left side, we now see link replace instead of the use of an extra passage. As I mentioned in previous videos, as we start to add more interactivity to interactive stories, we can start to see situations where we can either use links and passages, or we can use macros to achieve basically the same thing. And in some cases, if we prefer, that is, slightly more code-heavy stories, we could start to use macros to replace much of the same thing. In this case, I've replaced what was previously a whole extra passage with just 3 lines right here using the link replace macro. And we'll see what that looks like in practice here in just a moment. Over here on the right-hand side, I've done the exact same thing again. So over here, what I've done is now instead of an extra passage, I just have a link replace that moves over, that would have moved over, and now shows the corresponding text. So from the reader's perspective, both the original and now the improved version using the link replace macro are going to look the same, but internally, this second one right here is slightly more efficient with the link macro instead of the extra passages. Now, when I say slightly more efficient, again, it's totally up to the author's interpretation for which is better. It might be, before I run this and show it, that an author prefers to have extra passages for all of those interactions, and that's totally fine. It might also be that another author prefers to use macros to make it a little more code-heavy, but slightly more efficient, at least code-wise, in its presentation, and that's also perfectly valid. Again, these are all just more tools in our toolbox, increasing our knowledge of what SugarCube provides for us. That just provides us more options for how we can organize stories. More links and passages, or less links and passages, but more macros correspondingly. Let's go ahead and play this. So again, this looks exactly the same as we saw before. This looks the same as we saw before. See, lock door, move to left side. This looks exactly the same. Pick up the key, Go to the right side, unlock the door, you escape the castle. Really, all I removed from the reader's perspective is just one additional interaction. They had to click unlock the door and then click exit. In this case, I've just simplified that to a single use of the link replace macro. So as we've seen here, we can start to use more tools in our toolkit. SugarCube gives us many different things to use within the macros it provides for authors. As we've now seen that the three sister macros to the link macro, link prepend, link replace, and link append, give us the ability to generate output because the original link macro itself works silently. That is, it does not produce output, but its three sister macros do: link replace, link append, and link prepend. In this particular case, for this video, I've improved the previous example we saw with keys and doors by now using the link replace macro. In this particular case, I've decreased it by 2 passages, where instead of needing to go to a passage and then come back to change the value of a variable using a set macro, especially on the left side, in this case, I've just replaced the whole thing with 3 lines using the link replace macro instead. But again, as I mentioned, it's totally up to readers, or totally up to authors, that is, and how they want to design their stories. We can lean a little more code heavy and use multiple macros, or we can lean a little more passage heavy and use multiple passages to achieve the same level of interactivity. Totally up to authors and how they want to approach designing their own stories. But now, with that additional knowledge that we have within SugarCube 2.36, we can engage with macros if we want and use that knowledge to improve our previous examples and just make them slightly more efficient code-wise if we prefer to do it that way. Thanks for watching.